kind of matchup. Get your track shoes on and keep your head out of the popcorn. They're getting up and down in windshield wiper fashion.
Now Denver's starting five. They've got Anthony, Jamal Murray out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Williams in at the center position. Now Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Thybulle. Knocked away. Thybulle with a steal. Outside Murray. Back to Thybulle. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Edwards looking for an opening. Back to Conley. Inside. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 5. Randall. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Now here's Anthony. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. After falling in the first round of the 2023 playoffs, Clark, the Timberwolves still have some work to do.
Yep, they were hoping the Rudy Gobert trade, BA, would elevate them higher. But this is a team that still needs to grow and develop more. I think their front office is going to stay aggressive in tweaking the roster.
And he makes a first. And when you watch this Nuggets team, Clark, their chemistry on the court is obvious.
Yeah, BA, the pieces just fit and fit quite nicely. Give a lot of credit to the front office, doing a good job drafting, and then finding the right veterans to complement who they already had.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. And finally getting to full strength last season, the Nuggets showing how great they can be, Grant.
Well, the franchise's first ever championship, EA. And you look at all their top players just entering their primes. Plenty of runway left ahead of them.
Randall outside. Ooh, poked away. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Jokic the screen. And Anthony hits from deep.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Here's Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. With his size and skill set, Julius Randle can be a walking mismatch.
You put a big man on him and he will blow right by him. Now, if you go small, he'll drag him to the block. So when Randle is focused and involved, he is a monster to deal with.
First one falls for him. Well, Chris Finch has done a nice job with this group, Clark. Just seems like he needs a playmaker or 2 around Anthony Edwards.
That's a pretty good observation, BA. I mean, there's no doubting Anthony Edwards' stardom. I mean, he's going to be one of the better players of this era, I would think. But you're right. He needs help. It's a team game. He can't do it alone.
And Randall drops them both.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Now here's Murray. Anthony outside. Jokic with a screen on Thompson. Anthony misses. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
We know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
And here in the early stages of the regular season, we're still seeing how the projections are going to match up with the actual standings, Clark.
And I love that. The projections are one thing. How it actually shakes out is quite another. It's always fun to see where the surprises are going to emerge because we know they will.
That free throw, no good.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the second free throw is good. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jokic with a screen on Thompson. Porter the pass to Jokic. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Williams passes to Thibault. And here's Porter. Connects from downtown.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Now here's Edwards. Last game he had 28 points. Shoots over Thibault. Edwards can't hit. For Denver, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Murray, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Cracking him a real chore. Murray very active, constantly on the move.
ACL injuries are always a scary thing in this league, Clark. It sidelined Jamal Murray for a full 18 months.
So tough for a player to lose that kind of time, B.A., but Murray really is a tough guy. And he focused on his recovery and was able to make a strong return to the court.
He misses the free throw.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
He hits the second from the line. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Mitchell. Rejected by Jokic.
Hey, give Jokic credit. He's worked hard on his body and his defensive game.
Outside Murray. To the middle. The shot inside. And there's Jokic on the assist by Murray.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Edwards finds Reed. Thibault against Edwards. Over Williams. Shot is good by Edwards.
You know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Tries a 10-footer. Thibault with the board.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Outside Murray. Down low. Here's Jokic. Gets himself open and drills it. Jokic has got his 2nd basket on the night.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer.
Porter against McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. No good that time.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Jokic in the post, defended by Gobert. From 7 feet away, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Mitchell, lets it go from 11. Here's Reed. From down in the low post, it goes.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Thibault passes to Murray. Williams with the screen. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Edwards. To the paint. And Edwards slams it in.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by one. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Porter. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Porter, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Really hard not to foul there. Tall with elite skills. Porter Jr. is a handful in the painted area.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
That's good from Porter.
And Porter Jr. has a very high ceiling, especially when it comes to his scoring ability.
Good on both. The Timberwolves shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. McDaniels passes to Reed. Now here's Edwards. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Edwards got 7.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunity.
Some changes for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Mitchell. Quickly outside. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Randle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Emmanuel quickly.
Just an attacker is Randle. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And Randall drops them both.
And they're just hacking away out there. I mean, it's costing them too at the free throw line.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Stolen by Conley. Blocked. And they recover it. Here's Reed. Oh, what a finish in traffic. My goodness.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Anthony outside. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Here's Alexander Walker. No points so far. Pass to Randall. It's stolen by Okongwu. Here's Watson. Off with the layup.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's Conley. The three. And another three from Minnesota.
I just love the ball movement.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Timeout called, the Nuggets. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The Nuggets, fourth.
And if you have to ask, what's the name of the game? Well, it's all about ball movement for them. They love to share the rock. And we all know that assists are a great indicator of how well the team is executing.
Now here's Quickly. 8 points in his last time out. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Minnesota, Nikola Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. And it's Anthony with the ball for Denver. 8-point game. Here's Quickly. And Conley grabs the miss.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Alexander Walker, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Denver has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Quickly finds Okongwu. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Mike Conley.
At the line for the Nuggets, Okongwu. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Okongwu. both free throws good for Okongwu. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Reed. Excellent D there from Bryant. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. You know, when we look at a player like Thomas Bryant, a very serviceable and confident big man, Clark.
You know, I like that he plays to his strengths, B.A. Doesn't really rush anything on offense, doesn't try to do things he can't do, and he certainly isn't afraid to get physical on the glass.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Anthony against Conley. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
They were top 10 in the league at scoring off turnovers. It was baked into the game plan every night, and it made them exciting to watch.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. Bassey, he's checked in for Minnesota. Moore comes in for McDaniels, and Minnesota calls time here.
Let's hear it for your action-packed hype squad.
1:36 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Moore. And here's Randall. And Okongwu with the block. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Clock at 4. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by quickly. .116 left in the first quarter here. Alexander Walker. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Bryant outside. Back to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Watson. Nice form on the 20-footer. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Randall outside. Here's Alexander Walker. Conley looking for an opening. And Okongwu with the block. Here's Watson. And there's the drive. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Moore passes to Bassey. Inside. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
What a performance for Julius Randall. He has been the story for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Trey Mann out there with Nikola Alexander Walker. Then it's Julius Randle, then it's Thompson, and it's Bassey in at center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And the shot goes. Anthony's got his third basket on the night right there.
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
Pass to Bassi. And here's Randall. Baseline jumper, and he hits the jump shot. Randall's got 10 points in the game.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I'm the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Thompson. No made baskets yet. Basket's good. We always see trends come and go in the NBA, Grant. It seems like in the current era, the pick and roll is the go-to offensive set.
Oh, no question, B.A. To be competitive these days, you have to be able to run the pick and roll very, very well. And that's why lead guard play is so important right now in the league. And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Bassi, covered by Bryant. Here's Mann. Now Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. Anthony grabs the board. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. In third, the Nuggets. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
And the way both of these squads shot the ball last season was tremendous. Trusting in one another, following their offensive game plan, and executing with confidence.
Mike Conley's checked in for Mann. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Randall with a steal. Pass to Conley. And it's Denver with a rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Okongwu finds Anthony. Bryant a screen on Thompson. Three-pointer, Anthony. Bassi pulls it in. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Banked it in off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
A nimble play by the Rook. Thompson had to stay agile to beat the contact.
Now a timeout called by Denver. One of the stories here, Julius Randle. He is getting it done today.
He's been on a mission, attacking the basket all game long. I'm curious to see what adjustments they can make.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Bassi. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Williams is checked in for Bryant. Jokic comes in for Okongwu. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Anthony. And Murray subbed in for Quickly. Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards can't hit. Denver has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Brown. Still without a bucket. Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Brown. 4 on the clock. Porter with it. This one for 3. And another miss by Denver. Mitchell against Williams. Mitchell, the pass to Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Right at the free throw line. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Murray inside. He's against Gobert. Williams finds Jokic. Here's Brown. Here's Porter. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Porter's got 7 points. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. You know, we hear the term point forward a lot. Clark, is it fair to call Nikola Jokic a point center?
I don't have any issues with it, B.A. I mean, he facilitates as a big guy with the ball in his hands like a guard at times. So point center works, but he's more than that. He's your 2-time MVP is what he is. You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Murray with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And they earned a place in the top 5 for fast break points. The squad really knew how to make the most of the open court and punish their opponents in transition.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. Thibault, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And here's Edwards outside, gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 10.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his 3-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Murray passes to Jokic. That shot off the mark. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Got a piece of it.
You know, one area where I think Porter Jr. has surprised a bunch of folks is his shot blocking. I mean, he's got a natural knack for doing it.
Now here's Edwards. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Williams finds Porter. Here's Jokic. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Reed a screen on Thibault. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
It's blocked by Gobert.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Mitchell, the pass to Reed. Here's Edwards. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game. The Nuggets trail. And here's Thibault. Still no points. Now a timeout called by Denver. Some changes for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Thompson. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Mitchell. And a switch here also for Denver. Anthony's checked in. Now here's Thibault. Now here's Murray. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Joker dominating inside.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Got a piece of it. Randle outside. Down low. Throw it down, Nikola.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Now Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Randle outside. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Counted from distance. Conley's got 7 points.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Conley against Thibault. Murray passes to Jokic. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist. Jokic has got 8 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Anthony outside. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Anthony misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Edwards against Murray. The floater and the layup good by Edwards. 14 points for him.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Nikola Jokic is second. The 4th spot held by Rudy Gobert.
These two were a consistent presence around the rim, able to anticipate where the ball was going and just gobbling up the boards.
Outside Thibault. Pass to Jokic.
Solid D by the rangy Gobert. Fantastic at positioning himself and distracting shooters.
Now Edwards. Randall, a screen on Murray. Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Now here's Murray. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And, you know, really when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
That one misses. And he's good on the second. A minute 37 left in the second period. And Minnesota calls time here.
Guard it.
Here's Conley. He has 7. Pass to Edwards. 1:25 left in the first half of this game. Randall, the pass to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards with it. Fires from deep. The rebound by Murray.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Now here's McDaniels. No points yet. That's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. Thibault against Edwards. And it's Thibault missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Here's Randall. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. We've got 13 seconds left in the second. Murray finds Anthony. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
Edwards for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Minnesota.